President Akufo Addo currently or abrochire na or address world leaders. Say you can world leaders I will be at here. Na enona yenya about 1 minute. Embra yema President Akufo Addo mic say one kasa. Ensemwa wakan ya eda na koma so. Yenko tiembra na Ghana fon so atro mo adwen. Me read the comment ni bi. Ba yentie ensemwa President Akufo Addo kan ya okoshia world leaders no otrese asem we da na koma so pa yentie.
The moment when we are looking to make this transformative development that we need to do to tackle issues of mass poverty and underdevelopment, we're told that some of our most important resources can no longer be deployed for our development. Our oil, our gas resources, which are there in abundance, can no longer be deployed because of its impact on climate change. So that for us is a critical issue we have to look at. If indeed we are being told that these resources that have helped develop other parts of the world are no longer going to be available for our development, how then do we make the transition to the new source of power and development? So we have to address the issue of financing and the resources for the climate transition in our part of the world. And if it is going to be a just and equitable transition, some position has to be found for the manner in which we can then maximally utilize the resources that we do have. The moment...
Yes, see, and Ghana, yen say galamsey, I say yensio. Yen say mining, or mining some resources bia. Say climate change, say ozone layer no. Inti ema climate change esi na climate change ne say emra any kwan say nsuo to kra nsuo to ena me ne woka say Ghana November de na nke ni kwan say nsuo to middle of November na ka by this time na nke yete opening kakran na so ende nsuo to eto wo Ghana na enya asem ketwa ni na ye de bro different climate change na de enti a sa nyama ni si climate change nyama sa no esi ene say senia yetu sa egudie we ya Nyankopon ye hira yen sa resources yentu ni yie enti no eha enti ye ka se Africa senia yetu nyama na ye we no ye say asase no ye say ozone layer no enti ebe ya nka ye ntwentwen so na no na Akufo Addo ye ma ne mic no asem o ka ne se wo hwe ebibiman a Nyankopon de sanyama na hira yen na eba ne say na momo be ka trend se ma yentu ade ne yetu a ene na oman no yedi be develop enti se mo ka se ma yentu a se yentu ade na afei den ne ye be ye se yentu biomo a what will we do? So that is what President Akufo Addo ye man the mic no ade da na kuma so wakwako wakwaka they say good hey adi Yesu Kristo Charlie hey na me question is say the yetu ni na no ekowie yensen the yetu bebrebe tu yetu bebrebe akwa wie yensen ande yekosham emrofofo a ye ma venye yekosham rofofo ansem a wo ka ne the yetu no eno aba be wie yensen asa yes, Roma Benny. Now, I said we home. I don't want to speak on it. If I say we read the comments, then you heard the Ghana 4 cat. But we read the comments in German. Ghana 4 someone can ever President Akufo Addo someone. Or says the man who is consolidating wealth for his family and cronies at the expense of Ghana, sinking the nation further into debt. We are some more canon. No. So now could be back and same way ma enye Akufo Addo. Because ono de oba no sika ena o park ato ama na busianfo ena o ma Ghana for bre. Or see, they don't have to make sure they are responsible for their people and you are responsible for yours. So you have to make sure your people are not left behind. Obviously, continue giving speeches. Instead of looking out for ourselves, we continue depending on how their actions affect us. Who said they think about us? take Galamsey as an example. Do you think they will reject our gold because it is from Galamsey, yet we look on while our rivers get destroyed? Okay. I say, this man Ankasa, he does the opposite and say the opposite. I say, he just goes about talking lofty and then comes home to do the direct opposite of the things we preach. What kind of president is this? To be asked more canon. Say, Okusham Rofufone dia, Bekasa Oba. Oh, man, Mekas and Papibia. Obviously, spot on, Your Excellency. But the question is, what are we doing as a country to protect our own interests to ensure a sustainable development for the Ghanaian people? What measures are being put in place to efficiently utilize our abundant natural resources? Obviously, then stop corruption. Or say, what are you doing to help your country? Obviously, says the man who flies and bathe in the sky. You spend your country's fortunes on cathedrals, political campaigns, and useless ventures, and tend to blame others for your woes. The time Akufo Addo will accept responsibility for how bad Ghana is going on. So that time, na Nyankopon beba. Also, the fact that Westerners still give this man platform to speak is a huge problem. To be there, I say Mbrofufo still, Omo Ebu Akufo Addo, Eman the platform say on train adjun on Samson. And who said that is where the problem is. So who say Yasem Kessie? Because Akufo Addo, the new be say, Oman the platform graze on Gaza. As the same man and his family members are getting richer and richer at the expense of the poor Ghanaian. Can't someone shut this hypocrite up? Si Ghana for in someone ebi mun someone more cano say Akufo Addo yenya chumni intino yen shutting up. I mean comments ebi mun someone more can. Also meanwhile the corruption in his government is destroying the country than any Western entity. It ebi mun say Akufo Addo no the corruption no say o man send the no kwa katre Mbrofufo no. Na nya say Mbrofufo no omo empini ana climate change inti and ema Ghana yen ko so won say that's what some people are saying, right? Some people are saying, say, it's like Akufo Addo wants to blame the SA Ghana, your country, no? He wants to blame it on the fact that you say climate change in Ghana, my into a good year, wahane in Yamano, and na Ngrofo Kasemasa, and yet no na Emma Ghana SA, and ya wa buying any corruption amoye, katashene prayer koso wa buying mono, and in the more mine say, then yes, answer we are working. Obisi wicked man. Obisi a very funny man. Osi always playing the blame game card instead of focusing on how to deliver. Osi it is always happening. Osi heaven help those who help themselves. Osi this man is always playing blame game. Osi what the president is saying is true. Obisi nonfan kwa. Osi hey this guy. Osi Macron and his colleagues were shocked into all that. Into no. Wait here in some Akufo Addo ko kan. Onye ho say. Try wa comment box ni mo. Me da se.